Oh, hi everybody. This is now take 3. The first one I can't remember. Oh, I got the thread knotted up. I can't remember. The second one I didn't turn it on, so here we go for take 3. Today we're going to make Christmas cards. I know it's a bit early, but seeing we're all stuck at home, I thought it was a good idea to get ahead of the game. So I've started with a square piece of card, drawn a circle on it, and then I used an old protractor and marked every 10 degrees. I've done it in a black pen so you can see what I've done, and prick a hole with quite a thick needle. So I've got 36 holes, and you need to be able to divide a number into 36, so I've used 6. I'll show you what I mean here. So here's my sheet with my 36 holes in it. You attach your thread to the back. You can use any thread. I've got quite a variety here, you can see. Some's shiny, some's just cotton, and these ones, you probably can't even see it, are really, really fine. I don't know, it would be a really delicate design if you did that. What we're heading to do is something like this. But I'll show you as we go along. So stick your thread to the back, and if you bring it through any hole, and we're going to count on 6 holes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and pull it through. I've done this in dark blue, so hopefully you can see it well. Then you move on one hole, sorry, and then go back, each time moving round 1. Come up the next hole, and moving on 1. Come up the next hole, take your thread back, up the next one, and move on 1, and so on all the way round, which then gives you this, like I showed you just now. So the idea, or what I would do with this, is then I would probably mount it onto green card, onto red card, and then onto a proper pre-scored card. Then inside you can either put a sentiment, if some of you have peel-offs, you could put a peel-off in there, or that might be quite a good idea with just a sentiment on. I've also got these that might be quite good. You could make a hole and have it hanging as a little centerpiece. So that's sort of where we're heading. And then I thought, let's make it a little bit different. So here's another one, just using one colour again. And this time we're going to go on 12 holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's also divisible into 36, so that works. We'll move on 1. And then take your thread back. Okay, move on 1. So you'll see you're going to have a much smaller arc. I'm getting in a tangle. There we go. If you run out of thread, you just use some tape and tape your end to the back, as we did when we started, and join in a new piece. so you can see. I'll put it with the other one in a minute, and then you can see the different designs we're getting. Now I've only used a circle. You could use a square or a triangle, but it just gives you a different effect. So it's up to you to experiment to see what different designs you can get. Okay, so that was every 6, and that's every 12 holes. I've got one more to show you before you set off on your task. This one I did every 12, but instead of moving on 1, I moved on 2. So there's a gap between each thread. And then I'm going to join in a different colour to fill in the gaps. So I'm still going to be moving on 12. There's my thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You only have to count the first one. And move on 1. Take the thread back. Move on 1. Move on 1. Take your thread back. Move on 1. This might look quite nice in silver and gold to make it perhaps a bit more Christmassy. So that's done with 2 colours. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Good luck. Be interesting to see if you can take it further like you did with the Zentangle, maybe using different shapes. So well done, and I'll think of another task for you for next week. Thank you.